Okay, and we'll do a snap. Hey everybody, I'm ZombieJohnny, and today we're taking a look at a comic book that I did pretty much solely for myself. This is Ghost World. Ghost World was written and illustrated by Daniel Clowes and published by Fantagraphics Books. Ghost World had an original run from 1993 to 1997. The story of Ghost World opens with two teenage girls gossiping, talking trash to one another, and making fun of the weird people they saw throughout the day. You know, standard stuff here, folks. The story revolves around our two main characters, who are Enid and Rebecca, or Becky. These two girls are fresh out of high school and just enjoying the last moments of their adolescent lives before they ultimately have to join the real world and decide what they want to do with their careers or college. Ghost World is like the poster child of a coming-of-age story. There is love, there is drama, there is awkward conversations, love triangles, heartbreak, and yet nothing really happens. It's a small, self-contained universe of these two girls growing into women. It's a small story, but it's enjoyable and relatable. Enid and Becky frequent the same diner and gawk at the strange people that come in. They also spend their time together at either one of their homes. They pretty much spend every waking moment with one another. Until, of course, there's a rift between them and things change and they grow apart. But I mean, this is growing up. This is life, and it's captured wonderfully. Now, I'd like to move on to the art of Daniel Clowes. To be fully honest with you, this is the reason that I chose Ghost World for a review. I would consider Clowes' art to be along the lines of pop art, but it is also very retro in its feel as well. It's like Andy Warhol meets the Archie comics. Clowes is a fantastic illustrator. There are so many panels throughout this entire comic that are so beautifully done. There is so much character and expression in the lines of this story. I can only imagine the time and effort that went into illustrating Ghost World, because the line work is immaculate. The cover art for this graphic novel looks like a vintage movie poster, something like Saul Bass's The Man with the Golden Arm. There is also a wonderful contrast from the front cover to the back cover, where Enid and Rebecca are looking intently, or maybe awkwardly, at one another. There are simple blocks over color with artwork inside them. The back cover has plenty of text, but this text never feels stressed or too cramped. There is a ton of breathing room, and the cover doesn't feel cluttered at all. It too has blocks of color with illustrations inside them. It's so beautifully done. Okay, let's just get into it really quickly. The reason why I absolutely adore the layout of this comic, let alone its page composition for the cover, is because I went to design school and worked as a graphic designer for about 5 years. So all I can say is that the visual presentation of this comic makes my inner graphic designer absolutely elated. I can just sit there and open the pages, flip it from cover to cover, and just appreciate the beauty of it. Now onto the pages of the comic. They are in black and white, but they have this muted turquoise blocking all throughout. This color is used as shading. Why this color was chosen, I have no idea, but it just works with the whole aesthetic of this comic. It maintains that retro comic book feel, and it works so well. Now, Ghost World does have a theatrical film that is based off the comic. Something that I wanted to mention quick about the film is that Ghost World is a part of the Criterion Collection, which means if you're a film buff or a cinephile, that it's pretty much required that you have to watch it. Little piece of knowledge, great film, on with the review. I am really just going off my memory of the film because I haven't seen this film in a number of years, but I can recall it being a quirky, kind of bleak, silly black comedy that had a wonderful cast. Thora Birch plays Enid, who portrays her perfectly, Scarlett Johansson as her best friend Becky, and Steve Buscemi as Seymour, an older gentleman who ends up becoming an love interest for Enid. The film has a little bit more of a structured story in comparison to the comic book. Instead of it being a more fragmented telling of their daily lives, it's a little more fleshed out. The film has also received overall positive reviews, and from what I can remember, I did enjoy watching it. It's filled with quirky characters, and you get to observe them through Enid and Becky's eyes, and get to experience their judgment and cynicism. In my opinion, it's worth the watch. I feel that because of Ghost World's offbeat storytelling and quirkiness, it's a little bit of a cult classic, but really, it's worth the read. It's a wonderful little story filled with amazing art. It's a comic that is worth having in your collection, and it is also a great display piece. Total page count, 80. Total volumes, 1. Total score, 4 out of 5. Thank you all so much for watching. I know today's episode was a little bit short, but like I had stated, I kind of did this one for myself, simply because this is just such a gorgeous comic to look at that I feel like for its price and for what you get, I think it's totally worth it, and it's a wonderful display piece, as I had mentioned. What I mean by that is, like, if you put it anywhere, really, can't really see it from there, but it looks great on a shelf, no matter what. No matter where you put it, it's going to look great on a shelf. And it's a single volume, it's not a huge investment, and that's truly why I felt like doing this. And yeah, I will be flipping this comic from cover to cover for a long time to come. I have kind of surpassed the 400 subscriber special, if you haven't noticed, and I decided to we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until we hit 5, because I have something incredible planned for 500. So we're getting so damn close. So please keep subscribing, keep watching, keep commenting. I just released a short video just recently. It's doing great as well. Never expected that, but yeah, I'm gonna continue doing those as well. It was incredibly fun, and it's incredibly satisfying to put out a product for 25 seconds and people enjoy it. So thank you very much for watching that. Thank you very much for subscribing, and I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, and safe. Enjoy the summertime. It's coming. It was so hot here, and then wildfires and smoke and everything, but it's been so beautiful here that I just haven't really been spending that much time indoors reading comic books. So hope you're all enjoying the summer and as it begins. And I'm ZombieJohnny. Peace.